Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, hello, how are you? My name is Gina, and in today's video we have some business to take care of. The business of fixing this plant right here behind me. This is a Dracaena marginata, and if you saw my recent houseplant tour, you'll see it's kind of moved because I said I had to maybe do something to fix this plant because it was kind of it was turned this direction, facing towards towards you guys, kind of covering up this vintage antique radio that is sitting right here. So it was kind of just like covering this because why? Because it was reaching for the lights, for the windows. The light from the windows, which is right behind you. So, and I said to you guys, what can I do to fix this? I could suspend like a light from the ceiling above this plant, which would work. But then, as fate would have it, the lovely Barrina company contacted me and asked me if I'd be interested in trying out one of their new lights. And I thought, well, you know what? That might work perfectly for my Dracaena marginata. So I have it right here, and you can see it is it is one of their tall standing lights. And we're going to put this together and we're going to kind of try styling this light, having the light be functional yet stylish with the plants. That's the goal for this video. Okay, so I can't believe you guys are in for a special treat because I did not put this together prior to starting this video, which means we have to put this together. We're putting this together. You and me, we're putting it together. So this should be some entertainment here because, you know, I am not the most, and maybe Nikki will help us too. He was here earlier, you saw, but then he went up and was looking out the window. I don't know, maybe once I open the box, he'll be interested in coming back again. But, so I am kind of technology challenged a little bit. So sometimes, I don't know, this is going to be, it might be a little combination of humor, maybe some humor, some chaos, probably plenty of chaos for you guys in this video. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. So, all right, so here is what I am seeing. Let me show you. Well, let's not kill our plant before we restyle it and fix it. This is what I am seeing. So you can see it has very nice packing in it. Let me move this down a little so you can see. You can see what's going on. And let me move this back where it was. I kind of bumped it. It's a very wobbly plant. Okay, how are we gonna do this? We'll do it this way. Will it just slide out? No, it's not. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. There's some tape on the top here. And this should open right up. There we go. Oh, wow. Okay. So let me I didn't even tell you what light this is. And I have it all written down here. So this is the Barrina T10 Pro Standing Grow Light. We have our very important instructions here. This one comes with a timer. Looks like it's just your standard plug-in to the wall type of timer. We all have those, right? We all have that style. Okay, so here, wow. It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Like, it's thick. It is a thick one. This is gorgeous, you guys. And I mean, how often do you say lights are gorgeous? Probably us plant people say that a lot. Because, yeah, anything that helps our plants is enjoyable to us. Okay, I'm going to set that down. We'll pull out all the other components. Here is the stand, which is quite heavy, which is good. Oh, okay. Look, you can see. Let me see. There you are. There you are. Yeah, it's like almost like a mirror. Well, obviously, it's like a mirror. That's the stand. Now I chose the, it comes in different colors. Oh, here's some Velcro tape. Not sure what that is for. We'll have to read the instructions. Here is Nora. So both of them have made appearances. Got some zip ties, a couple zip ties. And our pole, a couple of poles here. And I think that's everything. Yeah, that's everything. So, not too many components to this light. Sorry, Nikki, watch out. I'm gonna move this out of the way. Okay, so we're gonna put this guy together. But first I'm gonna tell you a little bit about this one. So this is the Barrina T1S LED grow light, and it provides the optimal solution for plant growth. We love that. Compared to traditional lighting, this grow light delivers higher PPFD, which I'm not sure what PPFD stands for. It has something to do with lighting, obviously. It'll be on the screen, perhaps, if I can find what that PPFD means. And it has lower power consumption and an extended lifespan. So it looks like, so there's two poles here, depending on how tall you want this to be. I believe this actual fixture here, this whole thing should be 4 feet. I think it's 4 feet. Okay, so here are two poles that it came with that you have to use. I was hoping that I could just use this by itself, like screw this into the base by itself, but you can't do that. So I'm going to choose the smaller of the two poles because my plant I am trying to illuminate here is really not all that tall. Not yet. It will be. I used to have one of these Dracaenas, Dracaena marginata. Let's turn it this way so you can see its prettiness here. Look at all these LED lights in there. It's a lot of lights in there. I used to have another marginata, Dracaena marginata, and I kept it in my kitchen, and it was almost to the ceiling. Now I have like slanted ceiling, so it was almost to the lowest part of the slant in the ceiling. And I ended up selling that when I purged, did a big plant purge a couple of years ago. I ended up selling it, but then I found this Dracaena, it was just asking me to take it home. It was at an estate sale, and it was really cheap, and yeah, it needed a new home, so I brought it home with me. Plus, I love the Dracaena marginata, but my other one was just like so big, and it was just too big. So finding one that was smaller was just like perfect. It just was perfect for me. So anyway, it's not that tall yet. It will be one day, but so I'm going to choose the smaller of the two poles, and you just screw this pole into the bottom of this light. This is so simple. Even a technology challenged person like myself can do it. And good thing I have really tall ceilings here. Okay, so then we are going to screw this into the base. I'll just turn the base, that's easier. spin the base. And voila, it is put together. And it is pretty sturdy. And you can't even, obviously, you can't even see the top of this thing because it's so big. I've discovered that this Velcro is to, looks like it's to just, it's cord management. Here is our cord, so you can, let's just undo our cord here. You can attach the cord to, put that zip tie up here because my cats will find it. Not zip tie. What do you call these things? Do they have a name? I'm sure they have a name. It's not coming to me. I'm not thinking, I can't think. But anyway, so then we would use our, here it is, Velcro, and you can connect it to this pole here, just for like some cord management. There's also zip ties. Not sure yet what the zip ties do. I know what the zip ties do now. So you can also hang this. You don't have to put this on the stand. You could also hang this whole thing horizontally. Like, so they're showing, you see here like this. It's horizontally, and then you use the zip ties to hold it up horizontally. So you could even, this is interesting, you guys. So you can even have like a curtain rod. If you have like a big curtain rod, and you can hang this horizontally from a curtain rod or some sort of pole like that. That's kind of cool. That's interesting. Yeah, okay, different applications. All right, so I just need to plug this in. But first I just want to say, so it has this anti-glare design here. So so your lights are right here, and then there's this anti-glare design here. It's side panels. It has like side panels, which is, I don't know if you can you see it in there? There's side panels in there, so right in there. It might be hard to see, but it has these side panels designed into it to help with glare, because these things are going to be super bright. It's perfect for plant walls and a plant corner and large plants like a monstera, like I mentioned before, or a future large Dracaena marginata. And then it is a durable aluminum build. This is aluminum back here, which is better for heat dissipation, and it extends the light's lifespan. And then of course you saw the timer. It comes with the timer, so you can set your timer, or what I think is fun is it has this floor. You can press it, just step on it with your foot to turn it on or turn it off. So let's get this thing, let me move you guys, and we'll put this, we'll start styling this fantastic light, this fantastic Barrina light. All right, so here is our light. This is the top of it. You can see next to me about how tall it is on the stand. How tall is that? Do I have a tape measure? I'm just curious, like exactly how tall this is. On the stand. So it is 5 feet. That is 5 feet. It's 5 feet tall. How tall am I? You know, you shrink as you get older. I don't know. I was 5'3" 3/4. 5'4" with shoes, but I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm not as tall as I used to be. Not that that was tall. I don't know. 5'2" to 5'3". Oh, I'm not really standing straight. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, with the stand, this is 5 feet tall. Okay, so I want to put this, I want this to be like right over here. So I think I'm going to need to move things down. So I'm going to need to move the radio that way. I'm going to need to probably move this ladder stand here closer to the wall. So let's see if we can do that without making a huge mess, without knocking things off. May not need to be that far down, but we're doing that for now. And then the radio, let's see, you know what, I'm gonna take, you know what, this needs dusting. The story of my life. Everything always needs dusting. There's so much dust. It'd be nice if like dust never existed. Dust is a pain in the butt. Okay, so I'm gonna move. No, you know what? I don't feel comfortable with that. We're gonna take this down also, just to be safe. This beauty, gorgeous Synapsis. I know a couple people when I did my houseplant tour mentioned Synapsis, like they really enjoyed my Synapsis collection, and I really enjoy my Synapsis collection too. Let me get my duster while we're at this. We'll just do a little cleaning while we're at it. Get rid of that dust. All right. Now I feel like I could safely move this. And it's a good thing I took that stuff off because it does not move easily. See how that looks. It's gonna look a little crowded like that, but I'll get used to it. I can get used to it. Let's move this a little bit more. And that should give us enough space for this light to sit right there. I think I'm gonna put it under the carpet a little bit. Or not. Okay, how's that look? Kind of blends in a little bit. I think it needs to move just a teensy bit more. That way. I really want to plug this thing in and see how bright it is. Really curious. So let's move this out of the way for a second. And I probably will not use the timer function on this, just because. Oh my goodness. Oh, it was already on. Okay. It's bright. Holy moly. Okay, I'm going to use this little foot thingy here. Turn it off. Okay. Let's move this back. Move this over here. And are you ready? Look at that. All right, you guys, so here it is. And you can see there's so much. This is going to cure my Dracaena marginatus problem with not getting enough light. So I have turned it this direction. It's going this direction. And even since I turned it, even before putting this light up here, I've noticed it's kind of like started coming back this way. Like instead of reaching, it was like super reaching for the windows back here. But even since I turned it and before these lights were installed here, it was already kind of, I can tell, it's kind of like moving itself back. So this is gonna make a huge difference. However, I'm not sure I like the industrialness. It's a beautiful light, don't get me wrong. but just for my aesthetic here in this room. So let me show you, let me just kind of move you around the room. You just saw it in like a, here, let me move you back. You just saw it in a houseplant tour, but I don't know. I feel like I just have like, it's a less, although it doesn't look bad in this room, a less industrial type look to it. It is kind of, it has kind of a classy look to it because it has, it's a silver color, which I think makes it seem a little bit more fancy. But anyway, I think I might try it in a different location. Well, let me show you some possibilities of where else I could put this light in my house. All right, so another option, and I'm kind of really liking this better. So here we have this corner. It's kind of a dark corner in between, like there's a window right here that you can see, and it's just kind of a dark corner here, even though it is near a window. So I have this hanging bulb here, which, you know, I'm not like super crazy about. I've never really liked the look of it. So I'm going to take this down. We're going to remove this. And I have set this new Barrina T1S LED light. Just kind of move this out of the way for now. I've set it here in the corner. So are you ready for it? Let's turn it on. Look at that, you guys. That gives me some really nice light there in that corner. And also it's going to be giving some light to my hanging lipstick plant there. And I think, and it kind of blends in really well in that corner. And I think that could work. I think that could really work well right there. Also gives my Hoya obovata some more light here. And yeah, that's very interesting to me. Now eventually I think I'm going to be putting my Monstera Thai constellation in this corner here when it's just a baby in the grow tent right now. But as it gets bigger, I think this will be a good location for it. And this light is going to be perfect for it in that application with a big Monstera plant. So, and then another thing I could do is I could always move it over here. Let me just flip you guys around. And I could put it in this corner here, and I could put some plants down here, and that would cover, like even with the light over there, it gives me more, it actually illuminates more. You can see I have some right here, down here. Can you see the shadow? So that tall light over there is actually giving more light on this wall. It's actually, yeah, which could be really good for my Rhipsalis plants here. All this down here, these are temporary plants that I have. There are a bunch of anthuriums that I have for sale. Not in my plant shop, but like on Facebook Marketplace. I've been selling a bunch of either duplicates of anthuriums. Duplicates are just some that I have that I just don't really want anymore. Like this is a Doc Block Red Crystallinum Cross Dark Forgetii. Beautiful plant that I have like duplicates of this, so I'm selling one. And then this other one here is I think it's just a Dark Forgetii. Yeah, it's just the dark form Forgetii that I'm selling. So look at all these inflows on this plant. There's like 3 inflows. This one's ready to be pollinated here. It's just asking to be pollinated. So anyway, if you're local, look on Facebook Marketplace and you'll see my plants are available for sale. So anyway, yeah, I think I'm liking this setup best because it is not only giving light right there where it's at, but it is also giving extra light here to my plants. So anyway, so those are some options. Those are some things you can do with this really tall, beautiful LED T1S Barrina light. All right, you see it there? Looks pretty good there. I really like it there. And our buddy Nikki. Nikki, come here, Nikki. He's checking out the new light too. So, and I just realized I've been saying T1.5. Okay, you know what? It's T1S, but I wear glasses, but I still, I guess I can't see very well. It looked like T1.5 when I was looking at it in this book. It's T1S, Barrina T1S LED grow lights. So, yeah, I had fun putting it together and finding the perfect place for it. Originally, I wanted it for my Dracaena marginata, but it will work there. It obviously could work there. It looks beautiful there. I mean, the light itself is beautiful. It's just that it's not quite my aesthetic, like fit in. I just want this room to be more of a cozy, like not, I don't know. It just, to me, it just wasn't perfect there. Could perfectly work there, but just for my aesthetic, I didn't really like it too much there. However, in this corner here, I think it's going to work. I think it'll work perfectly there. And here's our buddy here on the table, because that's what cats do. They like to go on the table. So I hope you enjoyed just kind of putting this together, checking out this new product. Yeah, thank you, Barrina, for sending it to me. And again, it's a 4-foot tall light. It's a 42-watt high PPFD, warm full spectrum grow light with timer and adjustable height. And it is most suitable for tall plants. However, like my ladder stand that is in the corner over here, it would be perfect if I were to fill all those, like fill each of those shelves with plants. This light would be perfect for that because it's so tall. It would illuminate things like that, like plant walls or plant shelves like that. Ideal for something like that. Or very tall plants like my future Monstera Thai constellation. It's going to be chef's kiss. So thank you so much for joining me here today. Hope you enjoyed learning about this, seeing this, and thanks for being here. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.